Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Non-League to Premier League here with Bath City, sitting second here in the table, 3 points behind Rochdale at the top, only 1 point ahead of Sutton, although I do have a game in hand over them, and 3 points ahead of Southend, so it's getting quite close at the top. Woking a good 12 points away from us, so we're not too worried about that. Coming up against Tamworth today, who are 18th in the National League, so I'm not expecting too many issues from them. Wins is going to play out on that left, I think, and we are going to bring Orsi on up top. Avoki, he's lacking that sharpness and stuff. I really wish he was still firing, but currently he's not quite firing how I want him to be. And the brand new Orsi will come in and hopefully start hitting a good run of form. I really need one of these strikers I've got to step up and start scoring. And hopefully we can get Avoki back in the ranks and get him firing like he was at the beginning of the season. Beardmore obviously started this season off really well, but I'm trying to make sure we get Jenkins Davies in. Speaking of Jenkins Davies, he's already injured and I don't even have Beardy Boy on the bench. My only real option here is to bring on Sweeton in the cam spot, but that has weakened our side already, only a couple of minutes into the first half here. The team we should be beating here really in Tamworth, who are lower down in the table. But as you'll know from the previous episodes, we have started to hit a bit of a dodgy run of form here. And losing Jenkins Davies may be bad for us. It could also be good, as I will expect Beardmore to get another run of games in the starting lineup, depending how bad that injury actually is to Jenkins Davies. Pushing towards promotion, it looks like this season, or at least the playoffs, which is an unexpected place for us to be. And we're still not really finding our best 11 here with Bath City. That is one thing I've struggled with, chopping and changing a few names, trying to see who works out best for us. You know, the likes of our left wing, dropping Windsor there all the time, trying out Peak there. Alves being in a starting lineup basically all this season is a position I think we need to improve upon. He barely played for us in the National League South, so how he's became a starter this season shows we really didn't strengthen in that area. But obviously, the change of formation has really helped. The back five have cemented themselves. Casagrande, Jones, Batten, Parsau, and Georgiou. They've been brilliant. Tilson, an ever present in that midfield. And who partners him is always 50-50. Is it still going to be Russ? Are we going to bring in Waruher? We have a couple of other options. And the cam spot between Jenkins, Davies, and Beardmore this season has been chopping and changing. Beardmore, like I said, started on a great run of form, dropped off a little bit, but Jenkins Davies hasn't done anything amazing. He's now out injured, and three main strikers to pick from between Orsi, Avoki, and Josh Dolling. They've all contributed goals this season, but no one's really cemented their place in the team. I was to pick up Sweeton on the score sheet for this game, replacing Jenkins Davies early on, who suffered an injury. But he's making his moment count. Still young, the future of Bath City, I would always call him. He does have the potential to be up to a League Two player, so I will keep him with us. I like to see his growth, and here he is chipping in with an important goal just before the half-time whistle here in the first half. We're looking good for the lead as well at the moment, although Tamworth are definitely in this game. You look at the stats, they're not far off it. The ball here with Casagrande, I'm expecting them to kick this and go into half-time. There's the kick out wide again to Georgiou down the line towards Windsor, and the half-time whistle does go. Bath City winning 1-0. Quickly jump into the second half, and I'm going to touch upon a bit of a touchy topic at the moment, and that is Bath City in real life looking like they may get relegated, which means we won't see them on the main Football Manager game next year. Obviously, there will be download packs that you can get. Sort It Out SI, I believe it is, you can get down to the 10th division of English football. So I could still be Bath City next year. But the way they're playing in real life, we got rid of Jill early in the season. I think it was about time for him to go. He was a good manager at Bath, and if I'm honest, I believe if he was still Bath City's manager, we'd be in a better position in real life than we are now. Darren Way came in, and we did have the new manager buzz for a bit. Got a couple of good results when he first came over, and then it just died right down. We were genuinely awful from that moment onwards. Um, and now we're looking like we're going to get relegated this year. And I haven't got words for it. I don't. I wouldn't know how to improve this Bath side. You know, watching them regularly, they look like they feel like they've already been relegated. You know, they played all right yesterday, for about 40 minutes, conceded before half time, and then to be honest, it was all downhill from there. And I don't see any way Bath are gonna crack on this season and avoid relegation. And if they do, there needs to be a big changeover. But being one of very few non-professional clubs in non-league now, and being a supporter-owned football club, is to our detriment, really. Other teams are pushing on full time, their players play together every day. You can attract better football players who want to be full time, there's more money there. Um, but with us, it's hard to secure anyone. And some of the players we do secure, I think Tilton could probably play a league above in our team, to be honest. That's probably about it. He could play a league above. We're attracting bog standard average players and just coming up against any side in our league, to be honest. And they're better than us. And we lead with the excuses, the reasoning. We're not full time, they are, they get more money, so on and so forth. And the likes of KSI in real life has just became a part owner of Dagenham and Redbridge. And we're waiting for something to happen at Bath to actually help us push on from where we are. It doesn't look very likely. And it looks like we will continue to suffer either in the National League South or potentially relegation this season. I think we're into the bottom two, but we do have 2 games in hand, but we're something like 7 points behind. So even if we win our 2 games in hand, we're still 1 point in the relegation zone. Sorry, that was a bit of a tangent from my Football Manager save here. We're coming up to full time. It looks like it's going to be a comfortable 1-0 win. Happy with a clean sheet. And we will see if anything comes of this in the last minute. As they play it wide now. A direct ball to Lodovica. Byron easily defends that, but Batten doesn't get to the ball. And Olacan picks up the ball. He's going to play the square. No, straight at Casagrande. Probably the wrong decision there. Should have played it across the box for a tap in for another Tamworth player. And that's kicked clear by Casagrande. And we hit the full-time whistle. Comfortable 1-0 win. You know, get me in as the Bath City manager in real life. And I'll show you what I can do. You know, I'm promoted first season and I'm up in second straight away on my second season with the team. And we will look, and we're going to leave this to the physio. He's out for about 2 weeks, which isn't the end of the world. Let's quickly attend this press conference, skip through it, and let's catch up. We are playing Dagenham and Redbridge in our next game, who did get promoted with us last year and are also doing brilliantly, up in 5th, only 5 points behind us, although they already have played a game in hand. If you did enjoy, please do leave a like, please do subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.